Welcome back, fellow travelers, van lifers, adventurers, photographers. In today's video, we're talking about our favorite van hacks and how these van hacks can save you some money and make your life a little bit easier. Let's go. Okay, moving into our first hack, Velcro everything you possibly can. Everything in the van moves around no matter how secure you think it is, and we've learned that the hard way. It's a really easy and cheap way to just keep your things secure as you're driving, to limit the amount of curse words that are thrown around. We Velcro everything we can, keeps things super secure, and it's really cheap to do. Our second hack is really strong hinges for your cabinets or doors. If you've built the van yourself or if you've hired a company to do it, they've most likely taken this precaution and put either clips or some sort of lock, but any cabinets and doors that you can put Velcro or a hinge on are critical. If you don't have a hinge or a clip on there, most likely those drawers will fly out and whatever's in those drawers will go everywhere. This has happened to us before, so really strong hinges on your cabinets, on your drawers, on anything that could fly open will just save you guys the headache of losing things or having anything that's in those drawers fall out. And it's a super quick and easy way to make sure that does not happen. Number 3 are the drawer sliders that we built into the back of the van. As you guys know, living in a van is tight quarters and you need to maximize every bit of space that you have, and crawling into your garage or crawling into tight spaces is not the most ideal and efficient. So we built a makeshift closet in the back of the van. We ordered these drawer sliders on Amazon. We will link those below so that you guys can check them out. They're super heavy duty. They hold up to about 500 pounds. And we bought this Ikea dresser that we screwed down to a really thick piece of 1-inch plywood and had that on the slider. So rather than us having to dig into our clothes and crawl under the garage into the van, we're easily able to pull that slider open, get what we need, push it back in, and it locks in place, which is really nice so that it doesn't move around or bounce back on the door when we're driving. One of our favorite hacks is homemade blackout curtains. We've done another video on this, which you guys can see above. We've gotten a lot of comments on these blackout curtains. We did a lot of research before we hit the road for the first time for safety and for insulation. And surprisingly, they're really expensive to buy stock. So Anna, the crafty sewer, knitter, just overall individual that she is, worked on sewing some custom blackout curtains, but they have been incredible for insulation, for nights when we're parked in a bit of a sketchy area. And these specific blackout curtains are custom to the Dodge ProMaster. If you have a Sprinter or a V-Dub or any other kind of van, you'd probably have to customize them a little bit to your window, but they're a lifesaver and we use them pretty much every single night. Okay, another favorite hack of ours are magnetic hooks. Really, really strong earth metal magnetic hooks have been incredible for hanging pretty much everything that we can imagine hanging while we're in the van. We put them on the outside of the van to hang our LED lanterns when we're camping. It's also great for when we're cooking on the outside of the van. We hang them on the inside of the van for towels or hats or anything lying around that we don't want to put away. And we hang them in the back so that if we're getting ready to go camping or on a hike, we can kind of use it as a place to just store things as we're driving. Get yourself a set of these. Like we said before, we'll link a lot of this stuff below so that you can check it out. We have a pack of, I think, 50 magnetic hooks, and we're constantly finding them around the van, and they have come in handy a number of times. Another hack for the garage, which we created this summer, is our wheel well storage. When we bought this van, the wheel wells were not properly insulated, so a lot of cold air was coming through the back. We also realized that there was no storage around the wheel wells, and like I said earlier, you need to maximize storage in such a small space. So we decided to create some boxes around these wheel wells, stuff them with insulation, wrap them in more insulation. I think we spray foamed inside them and then built these custom boxes. They have been really useful on our longer, 2-3 month trips where we have a lot more gear and we can easily fit chairs back there, trekking poles, hiking boots, you name it. There's a lot of space for that, and we're a hell of a lot warmer. And on the topic of storage, Ikea, you can't go wrong. The prices are super affordable. Anytime we've moved or needed a storage device, Ikea is always who we rely on. We've gotten all these cubes that fold down. We use them for our clothes. We use them above the cab for miscellaneous items. We use them for lights and things while we're camping. And when you're not using them, you can unzip them, you can throw them in the wash if they get dirty, and you can hide them and store them really easily. But regardless, we'll link them below for you, and you can take a look for yourself. They're great storage devices. They take up very little room, and they're perfect for your van. And last but certainly not least, and I don't really know if I'd call this a hack, but for us it's really important, is to make your van look as cozy and homey as possible. And I have to give props and credit to Anna on this one. Every time we are in that van, it feels like we're in our little living room. Although it's small, the lights in there are amazing for creating the coziest vibe at night after we've sat around the fire for a little bit, had dinner. Getting in the van and, you know, reading and doing our nightly routine is amazing with some really nice mood light. We just have Christmas lights and a set of LEDs, battery powered. The Christmas lights plug in perfectly to an inverter that we've mounted in the garage of the van. But whether it's a hack or not, it's important to make your space feel as homey and cozy as possible. So that's it for me, guys. It was a quick video, really quick breakdown of the van hacks that we use every day to keep ourselves a little bit more sane and to make our lives a little bit easier while traveling in such a small space. Comment below and let us know what we missed. Let us know what you guys do in your van to make your experience a little bit more enjoyable, to save money, save time. We love hearing about the creativity that people put into their tiny homes, their vans. So yeah, comment those below and we'll see you on the road.